Did Buckingham Palace or Prince William set a trap for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and were they gullible enough to fall?
Buckingham Palace walls are trembling again, and trust me, Meghan Markle is not flashing that famous Instagram smile today. For years, she walked through life like she owned the stage. Polished PR moves, glossy photo shoots, those dramatic Oprah confessions where every sigh felt rehearsed. She thought she could outplay the monarchy like it was just another Hollywood script. Royal customs? To her, they were accessories, props for a new image. But now, now the whispers inside the palace are growing louder than ever. Because something serious, something constitutional, is unfolding behind those gold-embroidered curtains. The palace has quietly launched an internal review, and it's not about fashion, not about family feuds, it's about proof. Archie and Lilibet's official records, their birth certificates, christening papers, lineage files, are being re-examined. You can practically picture Meghan pacing in her Montecito mansion.
Harry and Meghan Markle's surrogacy scandal has entered the mainstream media domain.
Her calm smile cracking. She's always been the one in control of her story, but this time, that story isn't hers to edit. Insiders say she's storming from room to room, demanding answers. Because this isn't gossip anymore, it's constitutional. Royal bloodlines aren't Instagram posts you can tweak with filters. They're history, written in ink, not captions. Royal lineage means facts, documented births, certified witnesses, proper Anglican ceremonies, records that sit in the royal archives for centuries. But Meghan, she seemed to think her word was enough, as if a baby bump photo in front of flashing cameras could silence questions. The internet's been buzzing for years, missing paperwork, strange photo inconsistencies, ceremonies that didn't fit royal standards. And now, it feels like the crown has finally said, enough. It all started with one photo. Meghan shared a smiling moment with Archie in their Montecito backyard, meant to be sweet, harmless, maternal. But instead, it sent the internet into chaos. People started asking again why royal birth paperwork has never matched palace protocol.
People think her kids are fake, they think they're AI, they think they're borrowed kids, like all these sorts of things because of Meghan and Harry.
That single image, that one innocent post, was enough to push royal advisors into action. They began reopening files, press statements, hospital logs, christening confirmations. Behind closed doors, the polite doubt turned into an urgent investigation. Something inside the palace finally snapped. This wasn't about Meghan's empowerment speeches or her curated garden photos. It was about one thing: proof. The monarchy, for once, wasn't chasing headlines, it was chasing truth. Advisors noticed certain records looked strange: vague wording, missing signatures, forms that didn't match royal formatting. Then came the question no one had dared to say aloud: could a royal birth, registered abroad and without proper witnesses, even count under British law? Meghan's obsession with privacy, once praised as strength, now looked like a critical mistake. The more she restricted access, the more questions the palace had. Eventually, someone inside dared to ask, if everything's standard, why does nothing look standard on paper? That question changed everything. It gave palace officials the green light to start verifying what Meghan thought was already buried.
Buckingham Palace is being pressured to remove Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet from the UK's royal line of succession until the Duchess provides absolute proof that she popped out both babies herself.
The irony? This review wasn't born from jealousy or family grudges. It was constitutional duty, the crown protecting itself from future chaos. And then came the shock. When staff opened Archie's documents, their faces reportedly went pale. The first thing they saw wasn't Meghan's Hollywood polish. It was an amendment. An odd one. Archie's birth certificate had been changed a month after his birth. At first, it was fine, listed properly as Rachel Meghan Markle. But then, suddenly, her name vanished, replaced with her royal title. No explanation, no press notice, just changed. For a monarchy that treats every birth like a sacred ceremony, that kind of edit was unheard of. Birth records are finalized immediately, signed by royal doctors, witnessed by palace staff, and archived. But this one, retroactive, mysterious. Meghan's team fired back, saying the palace did it without her consent. The palace responded that Meghan herself demanded it for branding purposes. Two conflicting stories, no clear paper trail. That's when investigators really started digging. The confusion didn't stop there. When Archie was born, the palace skipped one of its oldest traditions, the royal birth announcement on the easel outside the hospital. For centuries, that framed notice wasn't just formality, it was verification.
Meghan entered this world like it was a Hollywood set, assuming she could rewrite the script, center herself in every scene, and edit out anything that didn't fit her.
A public acknowledgement of medical oversight and legitimacy. But with Archie, silence. No easel, no royal doctor, no signatures, just a press release and a photo. To the palace, it looked less like a royal birth and more like a Hollywood publicity rollout. If Archie's record raised eyebrows, Lilibet's birth sent the palace into full panic. Born June 4, 2021, and the announcement didn't come from Buckingham Palace. It came from Meghan and Harry's PR team in California. No British medical confirmation, no royal witnesses, no authentic hospital record. To the monarchy, lineage isn't sentiment, it's law. Every royal birth before had been documented, witnessed, certified. But this one, it looked like a private affair wrapped in PR glitter. To make things worse, Meghan's pregnancy photos didn't help. Online sleuths noticed differences, inconsistent sizes, lighting changes, even timing mismatches. Some said it looked staged, others whispered about editing. Whether true or not, the inconsistencies added fuel to the fire. And when the doctor allegedly linked to the birth quietly stepped away without any statement, the palace went into silent panic. This wasn't about doubting motherhood, it was about missing institutional oversight. The monarchy survives on documentation. Without that, it's chaos. Then came the christening, the event that made everything boil over. The palace discovered that Lilibet's christening wasn't under the Church of England. It happened privately in Montecito, officiated by an American bishop. Sweet, emotional.
And then when the baby was born, when Archie was born, that was another, in my view, a disaster, because I knew we was not going to get a picture of it. Everybody was hoping we would get pictures.
But constitutionally invalid. No Anglican register, no entry in royal archives, nothing official. For the first time, a royal child's christening wasn't legally recognized under the Crown's own religious standards. Behind closed doors, senior advisors were horrified. It wasn't about faith, it was about procedure. A US-based christening meant no official Anglican verification. The palace couldn't confirm her baptism, couldn't document her place in succession. What Meghan saw as a private, sentimental family event looked to the monarchy like a constitutional breach. And then came the photos. When the palace reviewed family portraits released by Meghan and Harry, inconsistencies jumped out. Archie looked older than he should have been. Lilibet's shadows didn't match. Analysts claimed the lighting didn't align, that some faces seemed digitally composited. Even casual viewers said Meghan's way of holding the children looked staged, stiff, like a photo shoot, not a family moment. Experts noted mismatched reflections and uneven focus, telltale signs of editing. It didn't prove anything concrete, but it raised doubts the monarchy couldn't ignore. Because royal portraits aren't just cute pictures, they're historical documents, proof of lineage. If those are questionable, then everything else must be re-verified. Inside Buckingham Palace, the tone turned grave. Gossip had turned into policy. Because lineage, once questioned, threatens the very heart of the crown. The monarchy can survive scandals and divorces, but questionable births? That's a constitutional disaster. Succession laws demand clarity. Every royal child's legitimacy must be documented, verified, witnessed. No exceptions. That's why this quiet review wasn't optional. It was necessary. Because if those documents ever fail to hold up, the monarchy could face a crisis unlike any other. And for Meghan, that's terrifying. Her entire empire, from Netflix deals to brand endorsements, thrives on the perception of royal lineage. If that's ever challenged, the empire collapses. Every documentary, every book, every royal insight she sold depends on one belief: that her children are recognized royal heirs. If the palace concludes otherwise, even slightly, it could freeze those titles, suspend recognition, and stop everything in its tracks. Imagine the fallout: the prestige gone, the brand crumbling, the sparkle that drew Hollywood to her would vanish overnight. Hollywood never invests in personalities, it invests in titles. Without the Windsor connection, Meghan and Harry are just another celebrity couple in California. And investors, they hate uncertainty. Inside the palace, officials know exactly what's at stake. Freezing hereditary recognition isn't just paperwork, it's the ultimate blow. Meghan's biggest nightmare isn't bad press, it's losing control. Because for once, she can't spin or charm her way through this. Lineage is law. It's